Hello everyone, welcome to DoMoreLife. My name is Jeremy Kleinfelter and this is the channel that teaches you all about travel, fun, photography, and education. In today's video, we are going to be talking about expat resources that could save your life in Thailand. And when I say save your life in Thailand, I mean that both metaphorically and literally. So I would probably watch this video until the end without skipping, because some of these are really just imperative that you want to make sure that you follow. As of the time of making this video, I have been in Thailand now almost 14 months, and I have learned a lot from a lot of people that have been here a lot longer than me. I've also learned a lot from my own experiences, so I'm going to give you a few pointers, some suggestions and advice on the expat resources you will need that could potentially save your life here in Thailand. Number one, a person that speaks both Thai and English. Why is that so important? It is almost imperative, especially if you live outside of a large city in Thailand. It is virtually just imperative that you make sure you have someone who can communicate with the locals and communicate with you. So basically a translator. Either that or you have to know some Thai before you get here. One of the two. If you're not going to live in a major city, you are going to need to know someone or make friends with someone when you get here that is going to be able to provide you with that Thai to English and English to Thai translation. It's very important. Now, there are apps on your phones that you can use. I understand that. There's Google Translate now has a lot of new features where you can scan pictures and it'll read the text for you. But it's always best to have a Thai person communicating with the Thai person in Thai. Trust me, that's my own personal experience. So you need to think about whether or not you want to have a Thai person that's your friend or someone that you've met online maybe that speaks Thai and English. Very important. Number two, you may find it necessary, and I probably would do the research on finding a law firm that has English speaking, like managing directors and then Thai attorneys. Many law firms do this. One that I can personally recommend is Integrity Legal. Integrity Legal is based in Bangkok. The managing director is an English speaker and he is a U.S. attorney, but he has Thai attorneys that work in the office there. These guys are valuable for everything from visa applications, visa situations, anything to do with immigration, all the way up to criminal proceedings. They can help you with virtually anything. So if you get in a pinch, it's always good to have a lawyer that understands complete English and that can translate that into Thai. And most of the Thai lawyers here you will find will speak English as well. And just because I say lawyer, I don't mean you're in trouble or you've done anything wrong, but you may find that a lawyer is a good asset to have here when it comes to certain things, such as, especially when it comes to immigration, and there are a few other things that you will find a lawyer valuable for. Number three, you need an escape plan. What do I mean by an escape plan? Well, basically you need two things. One, if you're coming here on vacation and you're going to get a visa exemption stamp or you're going to get a tourist visa, then you are going to need an onward ticket or throwaway ticket, whatever you want to call it. And basically what that ticket does is, let's say you come in on a 30-day visa exemption and you're from America. So they'll stamp your passport, you get 30 days here with no visa, but you're exempt from it. You're in lawful status here in the Kingdom of Thailand. You will need a return ticket before that 30 days is up. Now, that return ticket is the onward ticket or throwaway ticket. That ticket can be to anywhere in the world as long as it's not Thailand. The reason they do this is because they don't want you to come to Thailand and to not be able to get out if you can't afford it. If you come here and go broke, they want to be sure you can get home. they charge the airlines with this responsibility. So an airline is going to make sure that you have your onward ticket or throwaway ticket before you board the flight into Thailand. Now, the reason we call it a throwaway ticket is because most people in the tourist visa or visa exemption status will likely stay either a little bit longer or they will go back before their visa expires. So if you're going to stay longer, you're going to need to get a updated stamp or an updated tourist visa or another kind of visa. So you basically just throw the ticket away. It's for the purposes of making sure that you get out of the country within the time frame of your specified visa or specified initial stay. So if you're only planning on staying 30 days on the 30-day stamp, then a round-trip ticket is not a bad idea. Stay 28 days and get out of here, or stay 30 days and get out of here. As long as your ticket is within that window of time via your tourist visa or via your exemption stamp, you should not have a problem. Fourth, and this is probably one of the most important things I can call out to you on this list, and that is make digital copies of every single document that you think you might need, and definitely make digital copies of the ones you know you will need. So you know you're going to need your passport, you know you're going to need any type of medical information, you know you're going to need your onward ticket, you know you're going to need various other things, driver's license, anything to identify you with. Make digital copies of your itinerary. You want to have those digital copies in several places. You want to have them in cloud. You want to have them maybe in Dropbox. You might want to have them emailed to a friend just in case something happens so that they can send you the documents. And you definitely want to have it on a device such as a smartphone so that you can pull it up, because if a immigration officer or police officer asks you for your passport and you don't have it on you, you stand a much better chance of not getting fined or not getting in serious trouble if you have the digital copy of that information on you. Make digital copies, make plenty of digital copies, make them and send them everywhere. That way you don't have anything to worry about. You can go somewhere and get stuff printed off, no issue. You can also carry copies, paper copies of documents, but for some reason I found that digital copies tend to work a little bit better. Next, if you are planning to come here and you plan to rent a motorbike or a car, or if you're planning to move here and you're going to definitely want to get your own transportation, then get your international driver's license before you make the trip to Thailand. The reason I say that is because I did not do that. It is a 2-day process to get your driver's license here. You have to sit through videos for one entire day, then you have to sit through another video on the second day, then you have to take a driving test and a written test. That written test is composed of 50 questions. You have to get 45 right. So they don't take driving tests lightly around here. And if you fail, you have to repay to take it all over again. Now the good news is it's fairly cheap, so you probably shouldn't have anything to worry about if you do it strictly through the Thai government or the Thai DMV, whatever they call it here. I can't remember off the top of my head. But if you do it through the driver's license, the people that give you the driver's license here in Thailand, it's going to take you 2 days. If you have the international license, you can simply go in, turn your international license in, and they'll give you a Thai license. I believe you may have to take some kind of test, but I'm not 100% positive. Feel free to leave comments about that below if that is your experience. Next, have an emergency fund. I cannot stress this enough. In addition to having your savings at home and your budget for the trip, you need to have an emergency fund just in case something goes wrong. A good way to start that emergency fund is with some traveler's insurance. Thailand is beginning to offer tourist insurance here. It's relatively cheap, and it will cover you up to several 100,000 baht in some cases. There are different packages you can buy. So if you're only going to be in Thailand when you travel and you're not traveling around, you may want to look into that. You can find this information on thaivisa.com. And there are other resources to look at too. But if you don't have traveler's insurance, definitely get some kind of insurance here in Thailand when you come in, because they are going to start requiring that. And it is a good idea to make sure you have insurance here no matter what, because if you have an accident or something happens and you have to go to the hospital, you get food poisoning, anything could happen. If you don't have insurance, you're going to have to come out of pocket with all that money. So that's why I say have an emergency fund. Probably a good emergency fund is about, if you're coming on a 2-week to 1 month visit, I would say between 20 and 100,000 baht. If you have insurance, if you have some type of traveler's insurance, or you get the traveler's insurance that Thailand offers, then you probably don't need that much. You could probably cut those numbers in half, or even maybe a third. So make sure you have an emergency fund. You can never ever go wrong with having too much money here in the kingdom, I assure you. And finally, just to wrap things up, make sure you bring a good attitude with you to Thailand. This is a predominantly Buddhist country. Most of the Thais are very peaceful people. It's very easy to get along with and make friends with the vast majority of the people here in Thailand. Even the expats here, most of them are somewhat friendly, which is something you don't typically find in a lot of Southeast Asian countries. The vast majority of expats tend to be more just different, right? So you come here with a good attitude, a good mindset, and understand that you are simply a guest in this country and you really don't have any rights when you get here. If you do that, you will have a successful trip. My hope is that you have a successful vacation and that you return for many more. I really hope this information has helped you. If there's any other questions I can answer, please leave it in the comment section below. I would love to have a conversation about anything I mentioned. If I'm wrong anywhere, please tell me in the comment section. You guys take care, have a wonderful day, and no matter what you do, be sure you do more life.